everybody, Leftie here. Welcome back to the Painscreek killings. We're actually going to go on to the hotel for the rules on the dartboard game so we can find out the code to the desk in the study. So I'm going to head over there right now and I'll meet you guys there. Alright, here we are in the hotel. This is the information we need. I'm just taking a picture of it real quick. But I'm going to also kind of write out the most important information. Any dart landing in the non-ringed areas scores the number shown at the outside of that segment. The double ring, the outer ring counts as double the normal score. The outer bull is 25 points. The inner bull is 50. And the triple ring, the inner ring counts as triple the normal points. Standard version of the game, player must start and finish with a double scoring dart. The player's starting score value is set to 501. The aim is to finish the game with as low as a score as possible. Scoring a double on the last dart thrown will make the player's score 0. Oh, that's interesting. I don't really need to know all that order, but I do need to know that we start off at 501. I'm assuming I need to know that at least. So let's go ahead and look at our picture for the dartboard and the room. So we have in the triple ring, that would then be triple the normal points. So 20 times 3 is 60. So we got 60 points, and that is red. Is that the bull? Is that the middle? I think so. Then we got the red. The inner ring is 50. And that is a red dart. And then we have, this is just 2 points if I'm correct. Yeah, that's 2 points. And that's yellow. And then we have 7 points, which is also yellow. I'm also going to look at this dartboard real quick, just in case I need these numbers. That's the darts from his thing. This one has 15 in the green, which is double points, so that would be 30, and that's a yellow dart. Then there's an 8 red dart and a 18 red dart, just in case I need it. So the code was study room lock desk hint. Subtract the yellow dart points from the red dart's total. So the red dart points is 60 plus 50, which should be 110? Yeah, 110. And then we subtract 7, 2 is 9, so minus 9 from 110 would make it 101. However, I want to also make sure, just in case it's also including the one here, 60, 50, plus 18 and 8. Let me pull out a calculator because I'm not good at doing math in my head and I really don't feel like it either. So we already know that 60 and 50 is 110, so we're going to add 18 and 8 to that, which would bring us to 136. Then we know that 7 and 2 is 9, and we're going to add 30 to that, which is 39, easy enough. And then we're going to subtract 136 from 39, and that gives us 97. So we have two numbers. We're going to go see if that works. And then there's Cecilia's apartment code. I'm not sure who Cecilia is or where her house may be. So I'll have to look at the document about the workers and see if maybe it's there. So I just had a thought on my way here, and that is that the study room key could actually be for the study in Bernard's house. I don't know why I didn't think of that as an option. And I don't think it's going to work here because this needs 4 numbers. So this doesn't make any sense because it didn't say to subtract from the main score either, and it wouldn't make sense either way because you wouldn't get that high of a score. But just in case, let me input what I got just to rule it out. Nope, that's not it. And then the other score was 97. Nope. And just to also appease my curiosity, I'm going to do it to where, oh, nope, it's the opposite way. Nope. Okay, so that score doesn't work here. So let me run to Bernard's. I must have been wrong in my thought because I thought study room and I thought, oh, the big house is study room. And then it dawned on me that that was probably for Bernard's study room. So I gotta run there and we'll check it out there. See you in a bit. Right, now we're back at Bernard's and we're gonna try the code here. Which still, we're gonna try it both ways. 101, nope, doesn't work that direction. So then 101 doesn't work. 97? What am I missing? Is there anything? Yeah, I saw that. There are darts laying all over the place, which would lead me to presume that all the darts are not where they're supposed to be on the door. I think that was something I figured out before. I think there was a picture of the actual dart setup, but I don't remember where I found it or where I would even look. Alright everybody, I went over that house like a fine-tooth comb and tried to find some type of clue concerning the darts game, but I couldn't find anything. I'm assuming that clue needs to be found elsewhere. So now I'm exploring in other areas to see if there was anything I missed. And I remember this trunk, one of the two, this one in particular, was a birthday, and it said it was Calvin's birthday. So I'm going to see if maybe I have that information, if I can unlock this. I think Matthew would have talked to us about it. Father Calvin talked about helping those. You know what? I bet you I know where I'd find Father Calvin's birthday. Just suddenly clicked in my head. He's probably dead and buried out in the graveyard, so let's go check that out. Alright, here we are in the graveyard. There's Andrew Reed, who died in that fire, whose birth year is missing, so hopefully our guy's birth year is not. Christopher Burke, Raymond Brown, Gary Roberts, Henry Johnson. There's Henry Johnson. Wanda Tyler, she died. She's the one who had cancer. Oh, look! Trisha Roberts passed away here. Vivian Roberts, of course, the mom. Then we have Sarah Goldberg, Ian Goldbert, Susie Whiteman, Pamela Fields, Jonathan Hopkins, Victoria Hopkins, Marissa Young, Scott Brooks. So Scott also passed away. Calvin Bennett. There's Calvin. Calvin was born on October 24th of 1902. And just in case it is his death date, I think it was his birth date. It was December 7th, 1984 is when he died. So let's go back to that room and see if we can open up that area. And then there's this little cross over here with some flowers, unmarked. Alright, so let's go open up that trunk. Alright, here we are at the trunk, and we're going to try this out. 10, 24 of 02. That's it. That did it. It was his birth date. Dear Father Calvin, this is a letter about the thing that I have witnessed during my stay in Painscreek while in service to Miss Magdalene Roberts. I have no one to confide in, and I dare not speak to you in public, hence this letter. I accompanied Miss Roberts to Painscreek on July 4th of 1975 to visit her son Charles. It was rumored that Vivian had a nervous breakdown following her own delivery of Tricia, that she had to stay in PCH for rehabilitation for several months. During that time period, Charles was all alone. He found comfort in a housemaid by the name of Sophia. They had an affair. A boy was born. 2 days after arriving, we were informed that Sophia, along with her child, had left Painscreek. Where she could have gone off to was a mystery for all of us. I assume most of us believed in the story, including myself. However, Miss Roberts refused to believe that Sophia would leave when she would have been accepted into the Roberts family. The boy that she bore for Charles would have guaranteed that. Mrs. Roberts initiated a search for Sophia with our driver, Patrick, and myself. It lasted less than 2 months before she passed away from a heart attack. What I want to confess in this letter is not about Sophia, although I was initiated by her disappearance. It's about Mrs. Roberts' untimely death. You see, Mrs. Roberts had a heart condition, and it had been affecting her for a while. However, her medication had always kept her stable. Her prescription was still the same during her visit to Painscreek, yet her condition deteriorated. The family doctor, Henry Johnson, confirmed that her search for Sophia had taken a toll on her health. All she needed was to rest as much as she could, and she would be fine. I know that despite the doctor's advice, Mrs. Roberts did not stop the search. Did that create stress on her? Yes. But should it have killed her? According to the physician attending to Mrs. Roberts back home, no. Definitely not with such a short time span if she had taken her medicine. Her body was never autopsied. Her son Charles wanted her body untouched and buried properly. As Patrick and I were packing to leave for home, I couldn't help but wonder, who could have wanted Mrs. Roberts dead? Is there a connection between the affair of Charles and the housemaid and the disappearance of Sophia and her child and the death of Mrs. Roberts? I would like to say whom I might suspect, yet I am in no such position and am afraid that I might name the wrong person. As I write this letter, I hope you can understand what I am trying to convey. I pray that the truth will be revealed as God permits it. Sincerely, Sylvia Eden. So whoever she was, she's given out what she thinks happened. And I'm wondering, is it the same code for this box? We're going to try it and see. 10, 24 of 02. It would have been faster going the other way, but I didn't. Yeah, it is. All right. They're both the same code, but that doesn't have anything in it. So both of them are open. This one had letters, which we read. And now I'm just going to comb through here a bit and see if there's any other clues that I might have missed. So give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. There's the photography shop. As before, they mentioned that they had a shovel and something else as well. But let me see if I can even get in here. I know that he said that the key was some lady whose name I don't think I've seen anywhere else, so I'm just gonna keep looking and see if there's anything else I missed. Hold on, guys. Oh. Yep, I have to pull that, but that's not gonna let me in without the key, which I need to find. Still looking, I'm at the cabin now. I still haven't found anything that's moving me right along, so give me 1 second, guys. I'm still looking. Oh, I found something here at the hospital, but it looks just like a coin. 1964 is on the back. I'm gonna take a picture of that just in case I need it. But since the power is off, I still can't get into that one room. And I'm still trying to find some clue. So give me a minute, guys. I'll be back. Oh! There's a box here! With a key to Wanda Tyler's house. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I've missed that. Alright. To Wanda Tyler's place we go. Now we have a path. I'll see you guys there. Alright, so we're just now coming from the hospital. Wanda Tyler's place is this building right up here to our right. So we're going to head in here, and we're going to explore and see what other clues we can find. So here we go. Let's get on in here. It doesn't work. Wait a minute. That was our place. 43 Silver Creek. Am I there? I'm at the right address? No, that's 40. I'm at the wrong address. Where's 43? 43? 43 should be this way, right? Why am I lost? What? Oh, because that's not Wanda Tyler's place. That's the other chick's place. Ugh, Wanda Tyler's is over this way, because she had Derek, I believe, was her kid. I'm a moron. I was at the wrong house. It's over here. If I can go in the right direction, I think. This way? Yeah, this way. That's my one grief about the game is that I get lost a little too easily with the streets, so... But we're almost there. I'll see you there. Alright, this should be Wanda Tyler's place, so we should be able to get in here. So let's... Yep, there we go. We're in. Alright, we're now in Wanda Tyler's place. We're going to check this out, see what we can find. Anything over here? Nope, just some glasses. Nothing in the cabinets. Anything in the drawers? Nope. Alright, nothing up here. How about these cabinets? Anything? Just a tea kettle. We want some tea, maybe. Alright, we got a phone, which we're not going to use. No diaries on the bookshelf. Oh, that's an odd bathroom. Nothing in here. Which there never really is, but I look anyway. Alright, over here is a back room with a TV and a fan and a whole bunch of drawings. There's a whole bunch of VHS tapes, so, you know, just in case we want to go back in time for a bit, that's an option. Is this a book I can read? Nope. It's a book I can pick up and look at. Like most books, that's what I do. I pick them up and turn them around and look at them and go, this might be a good read, and then I put it back down and don't touch it again. That's not entirely accurate. I do read, it's just rare nowadays. When I was younger, I read all the time. I don't really read all that much now. Don't really have the time half the time. I read the stuff in my video games, so there you go. Ah, a diary. Derek turned 4 today. Vivian organized a small party for him. I really appreciate what she has done for us. After blowing out the birthday candles, I asked him what he wished for. He said, I wish to see Papa. I did not know what to say to him. I could not tell him that his father left us. Vivian is being hospitalized for mental instability. Dorothy has asked for me to care for Vivian while she remains at the hospital. I wonder how Vivian must be feeling right now, knowing that she might not be able to conceive anymore. Magdalene wants a boy to continue the family line. Not being able to have children anymore will be devastating for Vivian. I pity her. I just can't stand Sophia. She's not that pretty. Just barely a year working here, and the others are already serving her hand and foot. She's just here to take advantage of the Roberts family. I don't trust her. I wish she'd just disappear. Well, you got your wish, didn't you, lady? She did disappear. She went poof. She was murdered, more than likely. I think we already discovered that. I don't even remember, but I'm assuming she was murdered. Oh, look, a purse. We got ourselves a beautiful purse. Is there anything? Can I turn you upside down? Something might fall out? Yeah, shake that bag. Nope, nothing coming out. All right, I don't really remember the point of that. Thank you, Wanda, for your hard work, Vivian. That's all I can find on here. All right, so back away with the purse. What a lovely gift. Over here to the drawer, which I can't open. It needs to have a tool to open it up, and I do not have one. So maybe we will find one later. Okay, so that's this room done. Oh no, wrong door. That's not the door I wanted to close. Open. Let me out. Alright, so this must be Andrew's room. So we'll probably find out. We got ourselves a knife, maybe? Can we take it? Can I take this knife? I know it's Derek's knife, but I want to take it. Why can't I? No. Alright, it's not an option. Couldn't remember if there was an option for that or not. Obviously not. Okay. Nothing in there. Nothing over here. Dear Father, how's everything going? Well, you gave up on that letter pretty quick because it's still there and that's all you got through. We went cycling today. Scott said he can ride faster than me. Of course that isn't true. So we had a competition and Trisha was our referee. We set the goal line to be the fence in front of the river. I was winning until we almost reached the finishing line. I braked to prevent myself from crashing into the fence, but Scott didn't brake. He pedaled harder as he approached the goal. I yelled at him to stop, but he did not listen. By the time he crossed the line, it was too late. The brakes did not stop him in time. His bike hit the fence and he was launched into the air, landing on the rocks by the riverbank. I ran to him. There was blood coming from his head and scratches all over his arms and legs. Trisha came up to him and tended to his wounds. She seemed to be sobbing. Even though Scott was the one bleeding, I think I'm hurting more than him. Because Trisha likes him better. While cleaning the garage, Charles approached us and asked if I would like to be a chauffeur. He said his current driver wants to spend more time with his grandchildren and is planning to retire. I have by the end of this week to decide. It's a good opportunity. I'd get a raise in salary and I'd get to travel around the country. I think I'll say yes. Trisha came today and suggested we make our very own time capsule before I start my new job. I thought it was a good idea. We buried the box near a big stone in the cemetery. Before leaving, we made a promise to each other that we will open it up in 10 years. I had a chance to walk around New York today. As I went into a bookstore, I remembered how much Trisha loved notebooks. There was one that was really cute. It was a bit expensive, but I think she will like it. I should surprise her by giving her the notebook on her birthday. I didn't expect to be traveling this much as a driver. On one hand, I miss my mom. On the other hand, I get to stay in nice hotels. I guess it's not a bad deal. Charles treats me very well. He even gives me extra allowances on these trips. Maybe I'll get something nice for Mom next time. We went hunting near the river. According to Scott, there's a nest in the drain hole that sometimes has eggs. I told him it might be dangerous, but he assured us that it's fine, so off we went. Sure enough, there were eggs. I didn't know what eggs those were and decided to stay a little further away. Scott started collecting them when I noticed something moving. Trisha was able to shout out that it was a snake. I stood there frozen, not knowing what to do. Scott turned and saw the snake. He then spread his arms out and slowly walked backwards. Trisha was behind him. He extended his right hand with a stick towards the snake and slowly placed the bag of eggs on the floor with his left hand. When he reached me, he grabbed my arm and said, "Run!" We all ran, screaming our lungs out. I think that was the fastest I ever ran in my life. I miss the old days, when it was Trisha, Scott, and myself hunting in the back of the woods playing by the lake. It's not that I don't appreciate what Charles has given to us, such as the house we live in and our jobs. I just miss the times when we were young and carefree. We would go anywhere and nothing would stop us. I miss Trisha. Why doesn't she realize that I like her? Because she's a woman. We never realize it until you just flat out tell us. So go tell a woman today how much you like her. Unless you've never met her before, then don't do that. That would be creepy. Cannot Cannot justify that. Okay, well, we found some information out here, but again, really nothing that would set us off on a path for somewhere else. I mean, we found the knife, but I apparently can't take it because that would make sense. Anyway, and I don't see any other tools in here. I only saw that one book. And then, of course, the one book in here in the drawer that's blocked that I can't open without some type of tool, which I don't think I have the tool for it. I don't think the car lock thing would work on it. I think I actually have to have like a screwdriver or something for my recollection. Yeah, that doesn't work. So anyway, I'm actually going to go ahead and call it. I've been like really searching hard to try and find information to get us into the next location. And then when I do, we haven't really found much of anything. So we're going to come back at it next time. I'm going to go back to the hospital, seeing as I've been everywhere else and like combed all of those places over with like a fine-tooth comb, like literally just picked apart every location. So we just got in here, and I'm going to go back to the hospital and see what I can find there next time. So anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll check you guys later. Bye!